Switzerland.
So Tessa, you're going to tell me what
Subtraction. Wait, no.
what is an example of a subtraction problem that you're doing in school? Because I would love to have an example.
122 minus. Let's see.
Do you want me to pick a number or can you just say a number?
Can you pick the next number?
Of course, 122 minus 85. So please write that down because I know that you love to write things down, which is one of your best things.
Okay. And now it's time to answer it. Okay, I wrote that wrong. Let's see. Choose two balls for 5. So we make it into a 12. And we borrow that from the 2, which becomes a 1, but 1 is too small for 8, so we turn it into a 10. And we borrow that from the 1, which the 1 becomes a 9.
So what did you get for a final answer?
So the final answer is going to be 7 and 10 minus 8. My final answer is wrong because it's 921.
Oh, so you think that if you took 85 away from 122, it would be 921?
No, I don't.
Oh, cool. Because that doesn't make any sense. 921 is so much bigger than the answer. So what did you do? What did you do first? Tell me what you did with the 2 and the 5.
5 times made the 2 a 12.
Yeah.
And then
How were you able to do that?
from the 2, which I made into, which turned into a 1, but then 1 was too small for 8, so I turned it into a 10.
What? Come on. What do you have to do? You have to do what? You don't turn it into a 10. Come on.
11.
Turn it into an 11. How were you able to do that?
I borrowed that from the 1, which becomes a 9.
Oh, I think when I take 1 away from 1, I don't get 9.
You get 0.
Yeah. So I don't know where you got those numbers from. Now, try
Can I
it.
retry?
I'm sorry?
Can I retry?
I'd like to see you come up with the final answer.
$37.
Oh, I agree. So you got 37. Now, Tessa, I'm wondering what happens if you had 235 and you subtracted from that 97, could you please do that? And maybe you might get some help by looking at the problem we just did that I'm going to leave right next to it. Now, let's see if you can do that on your own. Write it down and then give me the final answer that you get on your own.
5 is too small for 7, so we make it a 15. We borrow that from the 3, which becomes a 2, but 2 is too small for a 9. So we make it into a 22.
I will look forward to your final answer.
And then we borrow back from the 2, which becomes a 1. Do this. I got 38, but I know that's wrong.
So what did you get, sweetheart?
38.
38. Now, honey, can I ask you a question? Can you look up at the screen? Because it's the best way for people to talk to each other when they look at each other. So like if I'm speaking to you and your eyes are on me, I know you're listening. Does that make sense? Okay, so you made the 5 a 15, borrowed from the 3, made that a 2. Look up, Tessa. Okay, great. Now you made the 3 a 2, but the 2's too small. You made that a 12, but how were you able to make that a 12, Tessa?
Oh, that's what I did wrong.
Well, how were you able to make that?
I made it a 22.
No. How were you able to make that a 12, Tessa?
But that from the 2 becomes a 1.
And now, Tessa, answer the question. That's all you have to do is fix that one little piece. It's right here.
$138.
Absolutely correct. Now, Tessa, I'm going to give you Another one on the same page. You can't miss this one, kiddo. You can't miss it. All right, kiddo. Come on, I know you can do this. I have every faith in the world that you can do this, because you are a mathematical person. And math people rock, Tessa. Like both of your parents are mathematical. I don't think your dog is mathematical, though. That's all I'm going to say.
No.
And can you confirm that? Can you confirm that your dog is not mathematical?
Yeah, she doesn't even know what 1 + 1 is.
God, those dogs really don't listen very well in class, do they?
No.
Man, I don't know what we're going to do about those dogs. You're ready. I want to hear what you're thinking.
So I think that 11 minus 8 is. Wait, let me again.
Well, remember, I want you to give me that final answer with
Okay.
no mistakes, and I want you to test it, and make sure it makes sense to you, that it's logical.
I think the answer is 249.
So you got, say it again, please.
249.
249. All right. I want you to tell me if everything I'm writing is exactly what you did. Are you ready? All right. Remember, I will not start until I see your eyes. Okay, excellent. Now, 7 was too small for 8. You made it a 1. You borrowed from that 2 and made that a 1. 1's too small for 8. You made that an 11. You borrowed from the 4, made that a 3. And you did a beautiful job on most of it, but it's not correct. Can you find the mistake?
No, I can't find a mistake. I'll try though. Yeah, I can't find it.
Well, I want you to try harder. You know that 3 minus 1 is 2. So let's assume that that's not the mistake. So you only have 2 other choices.
11 minus 8 is 3.
You didn't say 3. You said what?
Four.
You said what?
4.
Tessa, come on. Tessa, that is a 3. Now, did you make the 2 a 1 and then an 11?
And 2. A 1.
No, Tessa, you're not looking at the right thing. You need to look at the work you did right on your paper. Tessa, what did you do with your borrowing? What numbers appear above the 2?
11.
Excellent. Okay, now you have just told me that the only problem you had, Tessa, was subtracting 8 from 11. Do you think you could do that correctly next time?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Now I'm going to give you another one until you get it right on your own, Tessa. And I believe in you. I believe in you. All right, Tessa, write it down. 3,124 minus 347. And I'll be right back, honey.
Big number. Okay. So we get back in.
All right. What'd you get, kiddo?
Oh, I haven't started yet. I was finding out like what the numbers were above them.
So you've written the numbers out now?
Yeah.
Okay, great. That's a great start.
My aunt's. Wait, can I check it really quick?
Oh, I would love that. Because whenever you do that, things really go well. So how we doing? So I know you wanted to test it.
Yeah, I think it's right. Yeah.
Well, the only problem is you've not told me your answer.
My answer is 2,777.
That's a lot of sevens. I can't wait to test it. 4 becomes a 14. Borrow from the 2, it becomes a 1, which becomes an 11, which the borrowed from the 1 becomes a 0. Make that a 10. Borrow that from the 3, it becomes a 2. And Tessa, drum roll. Give me a drum roll. Tessa, you got it. Now, not only did you get it, Tessa, but you got the hardest question I gave you today. And that's very exciting. Now, I have a little kind of like a special challenge for you. Let's say that we have a sequence of numbers that, are you ready?
Yes.
And then, do you notice anything interesting about this sequence of numbers?
They're all the same.
What do you mean they're all the same?
They all have the exact same numbers in them. Because one, which is 142,857.
Yeah, so what we say, Tessa, is that this sequence repeats. So the 142,857 repeats every how many terms?
Every 5.
Really? I mean, if I count, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
4, 5, 6.
It's 6. So it repeats. It repeats every 6 terms. Now, here's the first challenge. What is the 20th term? Now you know that this is the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. What is the 20th term?
The 4. In the
You think it's
fourth one.
it's but what digit is it? What number is it?
It's a 4.
It's a 4. Okay. Now, the way I like to do that is I would say, okay, Tessa, what if we said 20 divided by 6 and said that 6 goes into 20 3 times with a remainder of 2, because that's 18. And guess what? 1, 2. So I completely agree with you, Tessa. It is definitely the number 4. Now, Tessa, I'm going to give you another challenge, but this one's going to be harder. Are you ready?
Yes.
What is the 100th term. Now for this one, Tessa, you're going to need to take the number 100 and you're going to need to divide it by 6. And then that remainder will tell, like this, you see how that remainder of 2, whoops, hold on. You see how this remainder of 2 told you that it was the second term in the sequence?
Oh,
So can
then
you
it's
write,
a 1.
so can you write out, please, 100 divided by 6?
Yeah. What do I do?
You need to divide 100 by 6. So do you know how to do that? Okay, so would you like to learn?
Yes, please.
All right, you got it. That's music to my ears. Here we go, Tessa. So the first thing we do, Tessa, is we say 6 goes into 10 because 1 is too small for 6. Do you agree that 6
Yes.
does not go into 1? So we bypass the 1 and we now say, hey, how many times can I count? 6, 12, 18, 24. How many times does 6 go into 10?
6 going to 10. Twice.
Well, what is 6 plus 6?
12.
Of course. Is 12 smaller than 10?
No. Bigger.
So can 6 go into 10 twice?
No.
So how many times does 6 go into 10?
Once.
With how many left over? So watch this, Tessa. I've got 10 fingers. Tessa, I've got 10 fingers. If I take 6 away, what do I have left?
4.
Yep. Now watch this, Tessa. Look where I put the 4. No, Tessa, you're looking down. You should be looking up. Look where I put the 4. I put it to the upper left-hand corner of that 0. So Tessa, now you're doing 6 goes into
40.
Yeah. So now you've got to count by 6s. 6, 12, keep going, and find the number smaller than 40 that 6 goes into. All right, you try that.
It's 35.
So you think that, so 6 goes into 40 how many times? 18, did you say 24?
Said 35. Yeah, I did do 24.
And then what's after 24?
24. 30. And then 30.
What's after 30?
Oh, I mean 36.
And how many 6s is that? That'll tell you what goes here.
6.
Aha. So therefore, when you take 36, Tessa, away from 40, what is your remainder?
The remainder is
40 minus 36.
oh 40 minus 36.
Mhm. Because that tells you your remainder.
Is it 10?
So you think that 40 minus 36 is 10. Can you think about whether that makes sense to you?
No.
No, it does not make sense. Come on, you just did a very complex subtraction problem and got it right. I think you can do 40 minus 36. Sorry about that. Tessa, this one is actually way too easy for you. This one is way too easy for you. I want you to look up, Tessa. Tessa,
Oh, it's 39.
honey, when you take 36 away from 40, you don't get 39. Come on, Tessa. What number plus 36 is 40? Tessa, look at the numbers.
4.
Of course it's 4. So the remainder is 4, Tessa. And if the remainder is 4, what is the 100th term of this sequence?
4.
You know that 4 is a remainder of 2.
3.
This is a remainder of 4.
30.
Tessa, there isn't even a 3 in the sequence. Tessa, it's the 4th term.
It's
1, 2, 3. Come on, Tessa. You
4.
can
8.
It's 8. The answer is 8. Now, we're going to try this again. And this time, I'm going to give you what we just did. And Tessa, what is the 381st term? So what are you going to have to do first here?
That thing. First, I have to get my numbers.
What do you mean your numbers? Tessa, what do you have to do first?
You have to make that thing.
You have to divide what by what?
You have to divide.
Divide what, Tessa?
381 by 6.
Right. Write that down, Tessa. Let's see you do it.
Now what do I do? I don't really know what to do.
Oh, okay. Well, Tessa, what did you do when we did 100 divided by 6? What did you do first? 6 goes into what? Come on, Tessa, what did we do first? We said 6 went into what?
Once.
Come on, but into what number, Tessa?
10.
Right. So what number are you going to be asking? 6 goes into what?
8.
No, Tessa, come on. 10, the 1 and the 0. What do you think, Tessa?
38.
Of course. So how many times does 6 go into 38? And then when you take that away from 38, what do you get? Oh, and by the way, Tessa, do you notice that we listed the multiples of 6 over here? That may be helpful to you.
Oh, it's 36.
Yeah, but how many?
Oh. 6.
What's the remainder?
The remainder. 4.
So you think when you take 36 away from 38, you get 4. Does that make any sense, Tessa? Come on, Tessa, what is 38 minus 36? Tessa, what is 38 minus 36? I know you can do this.
2.
It's definitely 2. It's not 4. So the 2 goes where, Tessa?
About the 1.
Yep.
I mean, next 2. Yeah.
Yep. And so now you're asking what question? 6 goes into what?
38.
You really see 38? Come on.
Just kidding. 21.
21. So how many times does 6 go into 21, Tessa? And then what's the remainder?
3 times.
Wow. With a remainder of? Come on. What number are you taking away from 21?
3.
Really? Tessa, come on. 6, 12. Come on, Tessa. What number are you taking away from 21?
18.
Of course. And 21 minus 18. And all you should be thinking is, how do I get from 18 all the way up to 21? It's pretty simple for you.
Oh. 12.
You think that 21 minus 18 is 12.
Yes.
Tessa, can you please check that answer? Because that doesn't make any logical sense to me, but I'd like you to check it.
Oh, sorry. I mean, it makes 2.
Oh, okay. Does that make any logical sense? How can you check your answer? Tessa, how can you check your answer?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't?
Oh.
I think you do know how to check your answer because you checked your answer to the other subtraction problems we did. Come on, how do you check your answer in subtraction, Tessa?
Yeah.
If you think the answer is 2, Tessa. What will you be doing with 18 and 2? And when you add them, Tessa, what do you get?
I get 20.
Exactly. Tessa, is 21 minus 18 2? Tessa, is 21 minus 18 2?
No.
If you said no, you got it right, but you got to tell me what it is, Tessa. What number plus 18 is 21?
3.
Of course, it's 3.
3.
And that is your remainder, Tessa. Now, Tessa, what is the 381st term in this sequence? Remember when I asked you that when you had a remainder of 2,
Oh,
it was 4. When you had a remainder of 4, it was 8. So come on. Now you
so it's my remainder of 8.
have a remainder of 3. Come
Oh.
on, Tessa.
2.
Right. Very, very good. Now, Tessa, I'm really interested in this. If I said to you, can you list the multiples of 6? Go ahead and do that, please. Multiples of 6. And I want you to actually list 9 of them for me, please.
What? I don't know what are.
Well, I mean, you did it here. You did a beautiful job here, Tessa, listing the first 6 multiples of 6. So why can't you list the first one? Are you? So say it again.
6,
Keep going.
5.
Oh, you think that the second multiple of 6 is 5?
No, 6, 12.
There you go. Now, why don't you write those down as you're doing it? I think you're going to find more success if you do that.
18. 24.
Go all the way until the 9th one on your own.
Um, 53.
Can you list them all now, please?
6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, and 53.
42, 48, and do you really want to go with 53? An odd number.
No.
You did such a beautiful job with the first 8. I bet you could do a really nice job with the 9th one.
54.
Ah. Now, Tessa, guess what? I want to see you now divide one of my favorite numbers in the whole wide world, which is the number 123,456,789. And I want you to divide that by 6 using this beautiful list of multiples. Now let's see you do it. And do you want to write that down? Why don't you write it down first, please?
Okay. Will you help me?
Of course. Now, you're asking yourself, look at me in the eyeballs so I know you're listening. 6 goes into what number? Now, the first thing that you see is a 1.
Not 1. 6 does not go into 1. The 6.
So now you're looking at what?
Oh.
Now you're looking at what? 12.
Yes, it goes twice.
Twice. So you put a 2 right above the 2 from the 12. Okay, now the next one is a little tricky, but I'm really excited to show you what to do, unless you can tell me what to do. So now you say 6 goes into 3 how many times?
0 times.
So you have to actually put the 0 there. And then what's your remainder? Look at me in the eyeballs. When you take 0 away from 3, what do you have left?
3.
Of course. So that is your remainder, Tessa. And the next thing you're doing is you're saying 6 goes into what?
Into 5. 0 times 2.
I'm sorry, Tessa.
6.
Tessa, what number are you doing next? You just did 6 goes into 3, 0 times. Now you're doing 6 goes into what, Tessa?
4. 0 times.
No, come on, Tessa. You don't have a 4 anymore. You have a 34, Tessa. Come on.
It goes in 5 times. No, 6 times.
Well, 6 is more than 34.
Oh, sorry. 5 times.
Remainder of
17. There's
Tessa, you're taking the 5th multiple of 6. Look up. And you're taking that away from 34. So what do you get, Tessa?
I don't know.
Tessa, when you take 34, Tessa, look up. And you take away the 5th multiple of 6. Look up, Tessa. You were doing 34 minus 30. I think you can do that, Tessa. Come on, you know what 34 is.
You have 4.
Worse, you have a remainder of 4. Look up. What do you do with that 4?
You put it on top of the 5. Yay.
Well, put it on the upper left-hand corner of the 5. And now what are you asking yourself?
Does 6 go into 5? 45. It goes in.
Nice, Tessa.
8 times.
Well, Tessa, so what is that number, by the way? What is the 8th multiple of 6? Because it better be smaller than 45.
42.
Oh, so you think that that's the 8th one? Did you count?
7th one.
Wow, then it's not 8, it's a
2.
It's not an 8, Tessa. It's a
2.
Tessa. 6 doesn't go into 45 2 times. That's 12.
Oh, it goes in.
How many times does 6 go into 45? Tessa, can you stop bouncing, please? And I want you to look at me in the eyes and look at the
42 times.
No, not 42 times.
Oh, 7 times.
Right. And you're now taking 42 away from 45 to get the remainder. And write that down and tell me what the remainder is, please.
Remainder. Wait, where do I write the? Wait, what do I write to like get the remainder?
You have to subtract one number from another number. What are you going to subtract?
45 minus 7.
Tessa, do you really think you're taking 45 and subtracting 7? Tessa, look what you did over here. Tessa, look up. Here you had 34, Tessa, and you took away 30. Here you have a 42, so it's 45 minus what, Tessa?
40, which is 5.
No, Tessa, you don't see a 40 on this list. You already told me what 6 times 7 was.
42.
Come on, Tessa, you can do it.
3.
There you go, Tessa. You just found the remainder. Keep going.
I don't know.
Tessa, you're not sure what you're asking yourself now? 6 goes into what, Tessa?
6 goes into
What, Tessa? Come on.
36.
And you know, Tessa.
6 times.
Right. So you do know exactly what to do. Any remainder?
No.
Okay, now Tessa, look at my eyes. Put down your pencil. Only look at my eyes now. Look at the screen. 6 goes into 7, 1 time remainder 1. 6 goes into 18, 3 times, no remainder. 6 goes into 9 once with the remainder of 3. And your answer is 20,576,131 and 3/6 of 1/2. Now, I want you to practice dividing by 6 this week. Will you practice that for me?
Yes.
Oh, right. So Tessa, I'm really, really proud of you. The work you're doing, you are expanding your mathematical quotient every lesson. And I am sure that you must be proud of yourself for all of your hard work. So I am going to copy and save it. And then I'm going to send it right to Mom and Dad. And fantastico. And let's see if we can get this. There it is. Oh boy, this is exciting. So I will send you the video when I have it uploaded. And let me just check to see. So So Tessa, I will not be seeing you next week because of holiday, but I will see you in 2 weeks after the first of the year. You have an awesome, awesome Christmas and New Year's, okay?
Okay.
Bye, honey. Take care.